Hello guys, my name is Dennis. Welcome to my channel Need Some Space. Before we start on with the butterfly effect, I have a small example for you guys to understand what is the butterfly effect actually, and I have a special guest appearance so you can check it out. This is my friend Rocco and we are currently in Spain. Now this little guy is small but he can be a beast sometimes. A cute beast. In spite of being so small and energetic, can he cause an earthquake in some other country? Doesn't make sense, right? Or does it? So Edward Lorenz, who was a mathematician, came up with a predictability that the flap of butterfly wings in Brazil can cause a tornado in Texas. Of course, that is a bit hard to believe, but what he meant with this predictability is that the smallest unintentional change in nature can lead from one thing to another, causing a big and a great unpredictable change in the near future. The flapping wings represent a small change in the initial condition of the system, which causes a chain of events that prevents the predictability of large scale phenomena. Had the butterfly not flapped its wings, the trajectory of overall system could have been vastly different. Now, when I say one thing leads to another, it means every change is precise and calculated in the way we can't imagine. The changes are disciplinary in nature, and the basis of this theory is the chaos theory. The irregularities in the change are governed by the deterministic laws that are highly sensitive to the initial condition. Basically, the present can determine the future, but the approximate present cannot determine the approximate future. Let me give you an example. We can predict the next lunar eclipse a year before, or the distance from the comet from Earth which is going to pass by Earth after a few years. But we cannot predict the weather for 2 days from now. To predict the accurate weather, we have to study the directional flow of every single molecule in our atmosphere, which is impossible. Every little molecule moves randomly, yet in order to create huge winds or rains. These very small directional changes or the chemical changes in nature can cause a very large outcome, like a tornado maybe, which is the whole point of the chaos theory. Now, there are some examples to the chaos theory. One of them is the non-linear systems. Chaos theory only occurs in non-linear systems whereby the output of the system is not proportional to the input. For example, a small input such as a spark that can cause a large output such as an out-of-control fire. The next example is singularity. A singularity is an instantaneous and complete change that occurs at a point in time. For example, a bridge may age slowly, such as its lifespan is 100 years. However, if you put too much weight on the bridge, it may suddenly seem to fall. This is a singularity. Singularities can be positive as well. For example, the Big Bang is viewed as a singularity that created the present observable universe. Critical point. A critical point is the exact input that causes a singularity. The existence of critical points proves that the singularities can be caused by chaos. For example, a bridge may withstand the weight of 100 trucks but completely collapse at 100 trucks plus one butterfly. Of course, the butterfly effect is one of the examples as well. So there are many more examples to the chaos theory. You can check the link in the description to check other examples. So it is kind of amazing to think that how things work out. Even though there is a very small unintentional change in the nature, it can cause a very big ripple effect and affect us on a very large scale. So guys, if you like my video, do not forget to share, like, comment and subscribe to my channel. See you next Sunday. Thank you.